So summer may be gone, but well, as they say, there's no such thing as bad weather, it's just the wrong clothes. And here at the Sup Company, well, we've got you covered from head to toe, whether that's with neoprene beanies, gloves, boots, long johns, long janes, jackets, wetsuits, leggings, and everything else in between. We're going to run you through everything you need to know to keep you paddling all year round. So summer is firmly behind us and we are moving into those autumn, winter months with an eye on spring also, and we want to keep paddling. There are some fantastic days to get out onto the water over the winter months. It can be those quiet, fairer days, and it can also be those slightly rainy, grim days ultimately, but we still want to get out on the water and enjoy what we love and do, which is paddling. Now, the question that we get asked most here at the Sup Company over this time of year is, without a doubt, is I need to buy or I want to buy a winter wetsuit. And in 90% of those conversations, well, it goes very simply along the lines of don't. After having conversations with people each time, what we find is unless you are spending time in the water, sup surfing, paddle surfing, however you want to phrase it, you don't need a winter wetsuit. What you need to consider is a two-piece setup, not a one-piece wetsuit. The simple reason being is heat. When we paddleboard, we generate a lot of heat when paddleboarding. And if you are just going to paddle in a winter wetsuit over the winter months and be predominantly out of the water, you will get very hot very quickly. And there is no clean and easy way for you to vent the suit and manage the heat that you're generating. So leggings are key over the autumnal, winter and spring months. And it's really the thickness of those leggings that you need to consider when paddling. For me personally, a pair of leggings that I really, really enjoy and also are very popular in store is from an Australian brand that we've worked with for a long time called Vikobi, founded by a chap called Pat Langley, predominantly from a surf skiing background, but these cross over to stand-up paddleboarding brilliantly because of their cut and their fit. But they integrate some very nice stretch lycra panels throughout the leggings. They also use a fleece-backed hydroprene, which is basically 1 millimeter thick, so it allows for a nice flow of air through the front of the legging and then on the back. So there's a breathability to the neoprene, and it's fleece-backed, and it's just really warm, quite light to wear, and almost this kind of mix between a nice lycra legging and something that's a little bit thicker. Works really, really well, particularly in autumn and spring. I actually wear mine all the way through winter on those slightly warmer days, and it's a really nice cut. I think the only thing I'd say with these leggings is ultimately, a lot of female paddlers out there as well, these are cut as a unisex legging. Gentlemen obviously have that additional equipment that ladies do not. And I think that's one thing that you've just got to bear in mind, that these particularly work very well for gents and they're fit. Really, we'd recommend trying them on if you are a lady out there considering a pair of these leggings. In terms of other brands though, Ion, huge brand for us here at the Sup Company. They produce a really nice set of leggings, which I wear in the colder months of the year. These here are 2mm neoprene all the way through. Nice wear patches on the knees. I really like the overall aesthetic of these as well, how they look in the lower section with this mixed graphic. But on the back, interestingly, they use and feature a lycra panel. So there's a lot of flexibility in these in the leggings. The cut also is very high on the back. And what you find is through the movement range that you have when you're paddling, is you can all of a sudden expose your back and it becomes the lower part of your back and it become quite cold. These leggings cover that off in spades, and the really nice thing I like about them is the drawstring around the top edge, so you can snug them up and then you're not finding that you're having to wrestle them up and down as you are out in the water, and there's a bit of movement in the garment. But those from Ion work particularly well, very much so for gents out there as well. Now, O'Neill, if you haven't heard of O'Neill, well, you're probably very, very new to water sports. O'Neill and their founder, Jack O'Neill, created the wetsuit. It's as simple as that. So they have kept everyone on the water for just decades since they pioneered the wetsuit all the way back then. They are still very much at the cutting edge of wetsuit technology. For the very first time, we've been hassling the guys and girls at O'Neill for a long, long while to actually go and produce some leggings, because often we find that stand-up, being as new as it is, but then with the growth and the uptake the sport's had, we need to keep people warm over the winter months, keep people on the water, and O'Neill have finally recognised that, and they have brought to market for the very first time the Reactor 2 leggings. These are brilliantly priced, very well designed and thought out, but they are a full neoprene product, 2mm thick, and they will work very well, particularly for paddlers that do find they get cold sooner than most. So over winter, so I'm talking autumn, winter, January, February months in the UK, and these will work all the way through to spring as well. Really nice addition at a very attractive price point. So do consider those and add those to your short list. Now, for female paddlers out there, Prolimit as a brand actually recognise that gents and ladies are cut slightly differently. Therefore, Prolimit have gone to the trouble of actually producing 2 different ranges and a huge number of different thicknesses. So really, you can actually choose to have a 1mm neoprene garment, a 1.5, a 2mm, and a 2.5mm thick garment. They're very nice product, very well designed, really considered. And the reason why I want to turn this one inside out is simply to show you the makeup. Neoprene is not an easy fabric to work with. You'll see the detail that's gone into this from Prolimit is that it's fleece backed on this panel here, but then on the back of it, it's not fleece backed. So as you paddle into the wind, Prolimit have recognised that you need that additional layer of warmth on the front of you. In most cases, you are paddling into the wind, or at least you're increasing the flow of air over you as you paddle forwards. And this garment is really designed to help deal with that and keep you warm. But for us here, the big factor with it is, yeah, it's cut for ladies and gents. So it's not a unisex garment. So it's a little bit more fitted for everyone to keep all genders out on the water paddling over the winter months. A nice feature I also like on it as well is there's a little key pocket in the back, so you can stash your car key and stuff and just keep it out of the way. So that in short is leggings. But leggings are a key part to keeping you paddling on the water over the winter months. Thanks for watching our video. If you've got any questions about what you've seen, why not give us a call in the shop or head over to thesupco.com. To stay up to date though with all of our videos, well, make sure you subscribe up here and hit the notification bell. But to see our next video, well, take a look up here.